Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome. My name is Carl Anthony, and this is AutoVision News Radio live at AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024. We are joined by mechanical engineer Berveleen Mashonga and founder of the Women in Automotive and Beyond group, which you can find on LinkedIn. There's a link to that group in the interview. Berveleen, welcome to AutoSens and InCabin, friend.
Thank you for having me.
Always so good to see you. And when it comes to change in the automotive industry to promote greater diversity, what do we need to do? What should we be advocating for?
There's so many things in order for organizations to, support women in this industry. So starting off, I would say having training programs that support women. And one of the major topics that I was speaking to some ladies at the conference today was the support that they need after they've come back from maternity leave, for example. This is currently a hot topic in the Women Automotive group. A lot of women feel they do not have this support, and even having support so every single month, women, we go through a phase, and there's not a lot of support in that or recognition. And there are a lot of conditions that women do go through that may not be sort of open to the public, or it's sort of a taboo to speak about. So these are topics that are rising up in our group, and women are trying to find strategies, asking other women how they've managed to get support from their managers. So I think recognizing all these things that may affect women differently and finding strategies of how to help them and support them on their journey in their careers. So,
And to this end, Berveleen, you're the founder of the Women in Automotive and Beyond, the LinkedIn group. Again, a link to that group in the comments to this interview. Are there any success stories that you can share with us in how your group has helped advocate for women and even created more opportunities for women?
Yes, so many. So we have a lot of students that want to venture into automotive, but they don't know how to venture into STEM. So in the group, we have a lot of successful career women who are willing to be mentors. And so these young women come and ask a question, or they'll write to me and say, for example, I'm going to call her A. She was just graduating from her master's, but she did not want to, she did engineering. She didn't want to be, an engineer. However, she wanted to work in automotive, but she was not aware of the different opportunities that are in the automotive industry. You don't specifically have to be an engineer. And in the long run, after some mentorship, I think we had 3 months of mentoring, we managed to secure an internship with a very massive company in Frankfurt. So right now she's doing her internship and she's thinking of doing a PhD. So it's really, these are the kind of opportunities and support that we have in the group. So there's a lot of support and guidance, career guidance, and at every stage of your career, whether you're just finishing, you're thinking of doing a master's, or whether you're at the top level, C-level, we have CEOs in the group as well.
Bev, over the years, who have been some of your mentors that have been there for you to guide you through some of those hard times? Let's talk about the mentors in your life.
Yes. Okay. So I have a board of mentors, and 2 sponsors. So what that means is, for me, each mentor represents a different aspect of my life. I go to them when I need something specific. I will start off with a teacher that I had when I was in school. In the UK, we call it college, but I don't know what you would call it in the US. So that was like between 16 and 18, just before university. And he always supported me until this day. He is very supportive. He always told me that you're going to make it, you're going to do it. And he would always, I was the only girl in the class, as you know, that I always, share this story. But he motivated me and helped to build my confidence. I think in terms of, if you've got self-doubt when it comes to anything, having mentors is really important to guide you strategically on how you can manage your career and your life as well. It's not just about careers. So everything actually takes part, your life and your career, it's intertwined.
Even though progress has been made, the automotive industry is still very male-dominated. What are the qualities for women qualities do women need to have as leaders in order to be successful in an industry that is still very male-focused?
I would say the first point is you need to have knowledge. You need to know what you're doing. So whatever topics that you're working on, you need to be very knowledgeable in order for you to have a standing ground. Then you need to build resilience, because as a woman, there's so many factors that come into just being a woman in the industry.
Yes.
You need to have thick skin, and you need to be confident in your abilities.
Right.
So you have to work on your self-worth.
Yes.
And you have to be able to say, no, I know what I'm doing. And you need to be able to stand your ground whenever you're faced with a situation where you need to stand your ground.
Right.
So I would say the very first point is definitely having the knowledge, having resilience, and being confident in your knowledge and your skills.
Right. Yeah. Bev, what can us men do? What can we do in the industry to help? How can we serve? What can we do?
You know, we also have allies in the group. We call them allies. And this is where I would call them sponsors. For me, I would say the people I call the sponsors are the male people that are in the field that have achieved something that I would like to achieve. And what they do is they advocate for me. Maybe I'm not in a room and there's, for example, a project that is starting. My sponsor would say, I think Berveleen would be perfect for this. So I think being an advocate and also trying to understand us from a different perspective and just, supporting us at every stage. So this is how I would put it.
Here at AutoSens and InCabin, we're surrounded by automotive technology. On the AutoSens side, we have external sensing for ADAS, InCabin. That's your OMS and your DMS type systems. With all the technology that's here in Barcelona at these events, Berveleen, what excites you most? What automotive technology are you really excited by right now?
I would say V2X.
Yeah.
So I am... So as you know, I started off in InCabin.
Yes.
Now I'm in ADAS.
And
now I'm just going deep diving into V2X. It's exciting because it means the vehicles and the infrastructure will be able to communicate, which will enhance the safety on the road. So something so simple as knowing that, okay, there's an emergency vehicle approaching from somewhere. There are pedestrians around the corner. Maybe you want to turn right. There are pedestrians around the corner. And just also showing the public how powerful technology can be. And just the communication on the road. If there's debris on the road, the vehicle is able to communicate. The vehicle in front can communicate with the vehicle behind. You're just having that knowledge or the full picture of the driving environment. For me, that's really exciting. And I'm really excited because I've got a conference coming up where we're going to see some live demos. So this will be really interesting.
Mechanical engineer Berveleen Mashonga, also founder of the Women in Automotive and Beyond, the LinkedIn group. You'll find a link to that in the comments to this interview. Berveleen, I think we made it through this entire conversation without our allergies acting up. And I don't know what it is. Well, I don't know what it is this time of year, but it happens to you and it happens to me. So I know we were joking about that, but I think we got through okay.
We managed.
But from all of us here at AutoSens and InCabin, have a great rest of the show. Safe travels home. And let's do this again soon.
Of course, always.
More to come from AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024. From the Fira de Barcelona, alongside Berveleen Mashonga, I'm Carl Anthony, AutoVision News Radio.